If I'm correct, Jeff was a former deputy with the sheriff's office, and he is a sensei. So, Jeff, here you go.
Thank you, folks, for the invitation, first off. My name is Jeff Santella from Martial Arts University. I've been in town here. Our business has been open for the last 30 years. Been training in martial arts for about 35 years. I did a little over 30 years in law enforcement. And yes, I do look 27. Thank you very much. I just heard about the mention of realty and self-defense. And what comes to mind is this. I policed on Sanibel. And the first murder, if you recall, ever on Sanibel was what scenario?
It was a realtor.
You guys. It was a realtor scenario. Okay, so even though your job is to be friendly, your job is to be informative, your job is to make things easy, your guard cannot be down during that process. How I like to explain it to folks is basically you insure, we have a classmate over here, you basically insure everything in your life. Raise your hand if you have automobile insurance. You do, probably. How about life insurance? How about flood insurance? How about the stuff in the garage, the toys? You have lots of insurance. If you guys add it up in this room, as far as dollars and cents, there's probably 100,000, if not more, just in insurance being paid. Now, what is insurance? Insurance is nothing tangible. It's just this nice, warm, fuzzy feeling that if something bad goes down, some company will be able to take care of it, maybe financially. So you insure everything. You put your money, you put your time, but what do you do for your personal safety insurance policy? What kind of insurance policy do you have besides, I just hope it doesn't happen to me? And that's not good. In law enforcement, when you see a driver without car insurance, that's a crime. But in the civilian world, if you're a person and you don't have any self-defense or personal safety insurance, it's pretty common. So you got to ask yourself, what are you doing for your personal safety? You're dealing with uncivilized people. You're the civilized people. You eat with a fork, you don't smell, but the other folks have different rules. So when you bring your civilized rules to an uncivilized fight, what happens? You lose. And you lose quick, you lose bad. And it's just a matter of time. You guys watch the news, you can't say to yourself, it's not going to happen to me in nice little Cape Coral, or Fort Myers, or Lee County. I worked for this sheriff. I actually trained this sheriff in the police academy. I worked for 4 sheriffs before him. And this is a great, safe town. It's on the top 10 list for many good things. However, the bad guys still come here. They're still your neighbors, unfortunately. So the thing is, I'm going to kind of just leave you with that thought on personal safety insurance. Now, that could be a firearm. Maybe you're pro-gun, you're anti-gun, whatever it is. There's gun training. There's proper firearms training. What we don't recommend is the 2-hour course at the gun show that you shoot 1 round and they sign you off. Any professional is going to discourage you from that. At Martial Arts University, we have a full day class for firearms, for firearms training. It could be electronic weapons. You know the officers have tasers now? There's a big difference between a taser and a stun gun. One works just on pain compliance. One shuts down your whole motor sensory. And there is a civilian taser called a C2. You might not have known that. That's just for civilians. Talking about a 15-foot safe range. That might be an option for you. We have pepper spray. Little hint on pepper spray. If you get it at Eckerd's, it's probably not the good stuff. Okay, you might need to go to a gun shop, to a martial arts school to get the potent formula that we use in the prison system and on the road. So it could be a firearm, it could be less lethal, like a taser or tear gas, but you need education. That's the biggest thing. At Martial Arts University, like I said, we've been here for a long time. We kind of figured it out by now. I've been a police academy instructor for 25 years. We train police officers, police men and women, corrections personnel in the same tactics. The one thing I want to also add before I go over this nice little gift basket I left for you guys. And did you guys know there's a raffle for a free counter assault class? Know that? It's about $60 value. Clap for that. But also I want to leave you with the idea that you shouldn't have to feel unarmed, because everything around you could be considered a weapon. If I ask my kids, when I point to their shoes, they'll tell me they're wearing weapon shoes. They're drinking out of a weapon cup, and they're eating with a fork or a spoon that could be a weapon if they needed it. It's a mindset that keeps police officers alive, and they'll keep you alive. It might be projectile, throw it at somebody. It might be impact. It might be electrical like a stun gun. But just open your mind to what's around you. There are many women and men alike that have been attacked in their own home, and right next to them was a table lamp. But as they were getting the life choked out of them, they didn't think they needed better lighting. But could that lamp have been an impact weapon, or a flexible weapon, or electrical weapon, or an edge weapon, or a chemical with the argon gas? It could have been a lot of things. So really it's about opening your mind. Our counter-assault class that we offer several times a year will do that for you. The next one's August 8th. Everyone is getting a coupon. There's folders like this up front that has coupons for several things, no matter what your flavor is. We have tear gas, we have tasers, counter-assault, and firearms training, all discount coupons in this folder. So please take one. Our number is 772-KICK. I hope you do more than just listen to this lecture. You need to do something about it, because all the moves in the world are useless unless you learn how to employ them. And if you think you're busy, I'm too busy for that. I really can't afford that. Or, it's not in my lifestyle. Then you're the potential victim. It's pretty simple. You're the prey or the predator. So you gotta pick one. It's not a pretty picture, but you gotta pick one. It might be on the way home at the gas station. It might be when you're showing a new home, but you have to have a little bit of edge. You don't have to show it to your clientele, but that safety edge in the back of your mind. I'm not going to take up the whole time. I'd love to, but again, you have this folder up front. Our number is 772-KICK. My name is Jeff Santella. The company is Martial Arts University, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, Jeff.